Hey guys, it's Heather. Today I'm going to show you how I've been creating this sunburn, sun exposure makeup look without actually exposing my skin to the sun when you want to fake a good sunburn or sun glow. So I have a few products here that I reach for every time I want to achieve this look. Most of them are extremely affordable, if not all of them. I love to incorporate affordable makeup. So down in the description will be everything that you see here or that I mentioned here today. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're gonna go in real simple here using the Paula's Choice. This is the Defense Essential Glow Moisturizer. It also has an SPF of 30 in it. I've been using this for a couple of years now, and I really like it for SPF. So this is the first step. Now, if you're doing this look at night, then of course you don't need to do all of this. But if you're gonna be out in the sun during the day, then it's a great moisturizer. It gives you that glow, and it has the SPF in it. I really like it. So this is definitely not gonna be like a full coverage foundation look at all. I'm gonna use concealer to cover up some spots, but I want my natural skin and the freckles peeking through. So I like to use the BB cream. This is by Maybelline. So it's just gonna blur your skin a little bit and just kind of smooth everything out. It has an SPF of 30 in it with titanium dioxide. They have a few different shades to choose from, and I'm in the shade medium. It's oil-free, so it's not heavy at all on your skin. So I just put this on with my finger. This one is my perfect like summer shade. In the winter, I'm definitely the light medium. This is a little bit dark for me. So I'm just gonna blend that in using my fingers. And I just make sure that I glide it down my neck. And if you're looking for a really nice tinted moisturizer, on the higher end is the one by Mercier. It is a bit pricey, but this one is also really, really nice too. And it also has an SPF of 30 in it. All right, so I'm gonna use a bit of concealer here just to cover up the darker spots. So I have some sunspots in here, so I just put a little bit on, nothing crazy. And then I have some like scarring there because I waxed my upper lip. With this new stuff I got, it made me break out. So I'm just blending that in a little bit. I know it really looked a little bit lighter, but once you blend it in, it's not. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of concealer under my eyes just to brighten things up. And I'm also taking that onto my eyelid and just pressing it out. So if I'm not explaining and talking through that, that only takes me a couple of minutes. I'm gonna do a little bit of powder just to make sure the under eyes don't crease. This is the Physicians Formula. This is their translucent powder, and it also has SPF in it. So I'm just lightly tapping it in. To get that really sun-kissed look, you need to get a bronzer that's super warm. So from the drugstore, I like the L'Oreal. This is the Lumi Bronze It, so it has a little bit of a sheen, kind of a little bit of a shimmer to it, nothing heavy. And it's a sun-kissed bronzer, and it's for your face and your body. So it's perfect for like your neck and your chest, and the pan is huge. I actually dropped it and broke mine, but it is huge. So mine is in the shade medium. They do have a few other colors. And then another one that I love also to achieve this look is good old Hula from Benefit. This is just in the original shade. This is like a perfect, really sun-kissed, warm bronzer to get that same look. So I go in pretty sloppy with this, and I like this brush because it gets in very precise, and I'm just gonna get it into my hairline, down into the temples, just like where the sun would naturally hit you. And the cheekbone, tap that out, under the chin. And I like to drag it down onto my neck. And then I also take it across the bridge of my nose, kind of like in a W, because that's where the sun hits you. You wanna make it look like, you know, you've gotten color there. Next up, I think that this is probably the most important trick of this whole look, and that is using this blush by Milani. It is the Cheek Kiss blush. It's a cream blush, and this is specifically in the shade Nude Kiss. It is the perfect like sunburn color. And it only works if you use this e.l.f. small stipple brush, well, at least for me. If I use anything else to apply it, I find that it moves my makeup around. It just doesn't go on as seamless. So I just tap my brush in and a little bit goes a long way. And I'm gonna start up right in here, and then I'm gonna drag it across the bridge of my nose and just kind of make like that W. So anywhere where, like, if you were out in the sun, where you would be getting some nice sun exposure. And then with this, you just stamp it over the bridge of your nose. And I would just recommend starting off with a light hand because this is very pigmented. And just use like that stippling, stamping motion. And then sometimes I'll just put like a little bit on my chin. And then I take it up on the forehead, like kind of right underneath the bronzer. So it's almost like a bronzer blush, like ombre effect. Or I do get quite a bit of sun on my forehead. So I look like I've been lobstered out a little bit. So if you want to get like really intense with it, you can use the Super Shock Cheek. This is the Pearlized Blush. This is in the shade Drop of a Hat. It is a beautiful red, orange, shimmery, like I consider it to be a blush or a blush topper. I'm gonna go in here and just right here on the tops of my cheeks, and it's gonna add a bit of a sheen. You don't want to do this everywhere, but it is nice to just add a little bit to the tops of your cheeks. So another big tip that I would give you is to wear something long sleeved if you're as white as I am, or do a little self tanner because your face is gonna look nice and sun-kissed, but your body's gonna be white. So I will be doing some self tanner later. All right, I'm gonna go in with ColourPop Wisp. This is a Super Shock highlighter now, just with my 2 fingers, and I'm gonna take just a dab of it on the tops of my cheekbones just to give myself a little bit of that like dewy glow. I press it in kind of, I feel like I'm kind of beating it in there. And then I just do a little bit on the top of my nose here, make sure it's nice and blended on the sides, and then a tiny bit on the tip. And then I'm gonna put a little bit as a brow highlighter too. See, just makes your skin look so dewy and glowy. So I'm gonna take that L'Oreal bronzer and I'm gonna use it to give some color to my eyelids. Just using a fluffy shader brush. Just gonna blend that in here. You can use any fluffy brush for this. Just kind of sweep it down my lids and then fluff it out into the crease. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of Maybelline Dusty Rose onto my lid. Such a beautiful shimmery shade, and it really kind of complements the whole look, making everything kind of monochromatic. I'm gonna quickly do my mascara and then I'll show you what I do for my lips. So just curling my lashes quickly. Then I'm gonna throw on some L'Oreal. This is the Voluminous in Carbon Black, and I'll be right back. So I feel like I kept it pretty light on the mascara. I like that mascara, I haven't used it in a while. So for the lip liner, this is the Wet n Wild. It is the Perfect Pout Gel Lip Liner in the shade Bear to Comment. It is like the perfect lip color for this look. I also just love this to wear under a chapstick. It's your lips but better, and it looks really great. Kind of stinks though. I don't smell it on my lips, but if I smell it here, it stinks. It's like a very natural lip color lip liner. I love it. And I like that it's twist up. So now going in with, this is the Revitalizing Lip Balm by Neutrogena, SPF of 20. The color is Fresh Plum. So I could leave it at that, but I think I'm gonna add in a little bit of lip oil because I just love the way this makes my lips feel. I've been using this nonstop. This is the Milani Fruit Fetish Strawberry Melon Lip Oil. And the doe foot is really nice. Just makes your lips feel super hydrated. Just gonna do a little bit of clear brow gel because I forgot about them. So that's it. That's my go-to look on how I fake some sun and get that kind of sunburn, sun-kissed glow without any real sun exposure. Or if I am in the sun, SPF on, hat on, sunglasses. As you can see, you can still see like my freckles and my skin. So it's nothing full coverage. It's very, I think, more natural looking. I hope this helped. Everything is linked down below in the description box, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.